Inside the Future Lab, you cannot miss one of the fantastic E1 race boats that are on display. And here to tell us more about this up-and-coming, exciting series, I'm joined by the co-founder of Badass Studios, Rosemary Lockhurst. I'm so excited by this new race series and the technology that you guys are developing in partnership with them. Tell us a bit more about this.
Thank you, and thank you for having us. Yeah, we're here with the E1 series. They have worked with Seabird Technologies to develop this race birds for their UIM World Championship powerboat racing series, and it's all electrical. So it's all about the future. It's about really getting greener marine practices and creating awareness for it. It's quite exciting because it's a very young racing series, and so it all feels very much friendly still and friendly competition. There's a couple of people that you know in this racing series as well, like Katie Munnings, for example. And there is 9 teams in there with 9 boats, but they have 2 pilots, very much focused on gender equality. And we've had 1.5 seasons so far. Our race is next week in Monaco, which you can Google for E1 series and then find out where to watch on YouTube.
Yeah, it's such a captivating series. And you are a digital production company that are working alongside the series to create engagement. So tell us about the apps, the technology that you're developing.
Correct, yeah. We've been working with the E1 series because they really want to make sure that we get younger people involved. And one of the ways of doing that is digital production, because that's where they are on their phones playing games. And we've been fortunate enough to work with them across the broadcast, so doing augmented reality and virtual production for their broadcasting partner, as well as then building those environments in a gaming engine and being able to then take the race boards, these beautiful boats, into that gaming engine. And then in real time, as the race happens, we map all the data from the race onto those boats, and then you can race in real time against the actual pilots as the race is ongoing. And of course,
wow,
you can do that afterwards. And I would like to invite you to try that out.
Yeah, I would love to. Right, okay, so people can race on this gaming platform as it's happening in real time, so they're almost racing against the pilots who are out on the water.
Exactly, that's the point for live events. They can measure themselves against the actual pilots. Now, of course, there's no race ongoing at the moment, so you will be doing a time trial, which is part of the racing series where they go in short bursts with the electrical boats, the race birds, out onto the water to do in time trials, qualify for the Saturday for the racing season.
Okay, let's give it a go then.
Excellent.
So what race has been set up right now then, Rosemary? Whereabouts would the E1 boats race?
So I believe you selected Team Rafa Nadal, and that's one of our teams with our 2 pilots, and we have set up Dubrovnik for you. We had a race in Dubrovnik just about 4 weeks ago. So this environment is entirely mapped in Unreal Engine, which is a gaming engine, to make it look as realistic as possible. And it also has a Google blend into it, so that it really in the background looks very realistic. You'll see for yourself.
Okay, so is this something that the pilots would use themselves for training purposes?
They've been hopping on it. It's at the moment it's still in its infancy. This is a beta, so this is the lap that you will be doing. That's the course as an explainer, and then you can see the coastline as well. And as this then finishes, you will see 3, 2, 1, and then I invite you to step on the gas and give it a go.
Okay. And there's no brakes.
There's no brakes because it's of course in a boat. Yes, you're absolutely right. So it's really just steering and then using the boost, which is the button in the middle, the X, this one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
And that gets you in faster. And it's generally the course is really the real course that they had in the race as well. So the pilots have been coming to really try this out. It's still a beta version in the game, so we are still developing things like, for example, the resistance of the water that they would feel, or since it's hydrofoiling boats, they go out and they lift out of the water. And so all those types of things we are still building into the game.
Yeah, I mean, the water visuals are so realistic, but I guess the progression would be to involve haptics and feedback, like you say, that resistance from the water.
Just like in the real race, you want to go to the right side of the red buoys, so take a left here, follow that green racing line, and then when you get out of that, if there's yellow buoys, then they would go on the left side, and these ones are the ones that mark the finish line, so you have to go in between them. So that is your first trial lap that you have now.
Okay.
And here's your time on the right-hand side.
I still need to get a bit quicker. So yeah, maybe I'll stay here a little bit longer to practice my lap time, but this is incredible technology. Catch up with me again in a bit.
Drifting is